everyone, welcome to Only the Shreya. Well, today's video is all about how safe it is in Glasgow. Whether you're coming with family, whether you're coming just for touristic purposes, or you're coming here to move for a longer period of time. So my information is mostly based from Numbeo, and it has all the details from different kind of crimes, different kind of culture in Glasgow. So it will give you more idea about what it is like to live in Glasgow and how safe this city is. So Numbeo has this safety index where Glasgow scores 45%, which is relatively lower than many other places in Scotland. Well, I'm going to give you a few other contexts so you'll understand this numbering or percentage better. So, for example, Edinburgh scores 30 in safety index, which is relatively quite lower than the Glasgow. So, if you are confused between choosing which place is safest between Glasgow and Edinburgh, then Edinburgh takes away that thing from Glasgow. But as you can see, Glasgow has a 45% of safety index, which is quite moderate and quite nice. Other places like London, it has a safety index of 53%, and if we talk about New York, it has 50% safety index. You should know what other places are on a safety index. So for example, Dundee is 46%, Aberdeen is 34, which is quite nice. Stirling is on 50, which is quite shocking given that not many people live there. It has university. Oh, now I understand. It is because of drugs. I'll talk about it later. So not just Glasgow, but all over the Scotland there is few problems which everyone knows of, and that is of drugs, vandalism, and theft. Property theft basically. It doesn't mean that someone's gonna come into your house and take all your belongings. Maybe that happens too. But mostly someone will steal your bike, someone will steal your car. On your website there are many subcategories where they explain what kind of crimes that happens and the percentage of the crime in Glasgow. So I'm just gonna go through that and you'll have a better idea about this. Okay, so people who are visiting Glasgow has this concern or worry about being robbed. That doesn't happen a lot, but during the festive seasons, whether it's Christmas or some festival happening or during football season, Glasgow is not very safe. So what I would suggest is not to act very touristy. Behave like you are from here. Maybe that can be one thing where people cannot pick up on you. Maybe that can be the one tip. Otherwise, if you are coming to Glasgow for long term, not just you, but most of the neighbors also take care of you. They look out for you. So, for example, most of the nights when we were new, we forgot to lock our main doors, and our neighbor told us next day your door was open, please keep it shut. And most of the time she shut it for ourselves. So that was one big mistake that we did, but we learned from it and we were so thankful that neighbors here are very helpful and look out for each other. People break into your house and robbing your house, that doesn't happen a lot. It has a chances of 30%, which is relatively low and it is not much. So you don't need to worry about getting robbed in Glasgow. Yeah. What happens is most people steal your bicycles and they also steal your plants. So you have to be kind of safe about that. Other than that, you don't need to worry. The next issue is drugs. It is a well-known fact that Scotland is kind of more known for drugs consumptions and consumers. It is 4 times more than all over UK's average. So you can imagine that how many people consume drugs here. But it's not like someone's imposing drugs on you. It's always your choice. However, you kind of see it around the city and smell it around the city because people mostly consume cocaine and cannabis here, and it's quite normal in the culture. Also, drug related crimes are more here in Glasgow as well. Someone may insult you, someone may speak racist words to you because they are not in their states maybe. And also people try to come and fight with you. So there was an instance with us as well. So we were waiting for a bus and this person just came over to us and started fighting. But rather than engaging with him in any fight or conversation or explaining him that, hello, we are not doing anything to you, why are you coming and fighting with us? We just did not set anything and we just moved from that place and as far as we could go from that person, so he cannot come and engage with us because he was drugged for sure. So you kind of see these kind of people, and what I'll suggest for you is to not engage with them and just go away from them, because it's pointless to explain anything to them because they are not in their states. So yeah, that happens a lot here. However, it's not like if your brother or sister or if you are coming alone here, they'll become drug addicts. That cannot happen, because it's not like people are always pushing you towards it. It's you who decide what to do with your life and what not to do, what kind of things you should be engaging in and what kind of things you should not be engaging in. So that's always your choice. So it's not like someone will drug you on purpose or someone will push you into this culture. So that's one thing. Also, Glasgow is highly motivated by political statements via graffiti. So there may be offensive graffitis on the wall while you're walking. You may see youth in Glasgow. They give me ick. They may make you feel the most uncomfortable you have ever been, and they may make fun of you and throw things at you. I was in the bus and a group of young teenagers came into the bus and then they started throwing things around me. Maybe they were throwing it at me or something like that. I just changed my seat and I just went down to sit and try to avoid them. So yeah, they are the people that can make you feel very uncomfortable. First of all, I don't understand much better because most of the time either they are drugged or either they are very drunk. So I try to avoid them, but yeah, you would not want to encounter a group of young teen adults here in Glasgow. How safe Glasgow is and its areas. Okay, so there are few places in city center you would not want to go alone, and once you are here you can ask any local about the places and they'll let you know. So after dark it is suggested not to travel to few places where it can have knife crimes or theft, but if you avoid getting into those situations, it is not a big issue here. So me living here since 1.5 years, I have only had like verbal issues, like worries of people coming and shouting at me, or people being drunk or people being drugged. So these kind of stuff that happens and irritates me. And also there are few people who may say racial words to you for some reason, and who may say racial things at you, but it's just that you avoid them, because I think that they are not in their right senses and that's the reason they say those kind of stuff. But it cannot be said for everyone else here in Glasgow. What I feel is that people are really friendly, people are really welcoming. So if you are going out and about in Glasgow, and you'll see people just saying hello to you, so which is so nice. People say hi to you, hello to you, and they are up for a conversation as well if you are an outgoing person like me. So it's like you cannot say that because of these few things, which happens anywhere in the world, Glasgow is not a place to be living in. It's not that safe. It is quite safe place to be in. It has a lot of parks, it has a lot of museums, it has a lot of architecture, it has a lot of career opportunities. So this place is definitely one of the nicest places to live in Scotland, and you should not take off this place to take a job or to come here for study just because of these issues, because this does not happen a lot here. To be honest, with common sense and few precautions, you will be able to live your life the way you want to after choosing Glasgow. Before we go, I wanted to say that I'm really sorry if I made you feel a little anxious about Glasgow, but I wanted to give you an honest opinion of me before you move to Glasgow, and this is the opinion and this is the honesty that I could have been adding to it. So for example, I didn't had any theft issues, I didn't had any racial issues, and I didn't had any crime issues with me of living here since 1.5 years. And whatever issues I had, I have said in this video. So I hope this gives you an idea, and I'm really sorry if I made you feel anxious in any way. I hope this video is helpful for you, and for more such updates, keep watching Only the Shreya.